I freaking love food, but I hate waste, and that is why today we are reinventing leftovers. We're gonna look at some classic things like your roast, leftover potatoes, leftover rice, leftover stir fries, and we're gonna reinvent them into these delicious dishes. So first we're gonna make the leftovers into a beautiful chicken burger, or it's kind of like a chicken cake. I know that sounds like it's sweet, but it's more like a fish cake, but with chicken. So we've got some leftover sweet potato, but it would work with normal potato, any kind of vegetable. I wouldn't probably say carrot's gonna work. I think you need that sort of flouriness from the potato. Make sure they're cooked through, cooked and cooled. And what we're gonna do is just mash these up with a fork, with a potato masher, whatever you've got. You wanna get rid of the skins because we don't want them in there. So just peel them out as you're mashing along. So with your leftover chicken, we just want to shred it. Now this would work also with lamb or beef, or if you're vegetarian or vegan, you could use your nut roast. Absolutely. This is just all about classic things that you've got left over potentially on a Sunday night or on a Monday that you want to make into something fantastic. I hate food waste. I don't want to chuck things away. I want to think of creative ways of reusing them, and these are fantastic. The chicken and sweet potato are mixed together, and then we're just going to add a teeny bit of porridge oats to this just to dry it out and help it bind together. We're going to finish these off with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we're just going to pop them in the oven for about 15 minutes, basically really just to warm them up, help them bind together, and you've got yourself a fish cake / burger. Another classic thing that will probably have tons of leftovers is rice. It's one of those things where I think, I don't know, my mum always told me like a handful of rice for each person. But for some reason I just like chuck it all in, end up with an enormous pot of it. And you can only get through so much rice, even though it's delicious. So instead of having the same thing again, maybe it's the curry and rice that you had the night before, let's reinvent it into something a little bit more exciting. I'm going to be making some egg fried brown rice. We've got some sweet corn, peas, spring onions, really simple. These are classic things that you'll probably have in your freezer or right at the back of your fridge that you can just chuck in there to make it a bit more exciting and to add some more veg into your life. So we've got some brown rice here. We're just going to pop this pan on a sort of medium heat. We're going to chop up some spring onions. If you don't have any spring onions, you could use normal onions. You could miss this step out. I have to say though, spring onions are probably my favourite onion. I think they're like a classic that I always tend to buy. I'm going to add a little bit of avocado oil to the pan, but you can use olive oil, you can use butter, you can use sesame oil. We're going to add the spring onions to the pan. We're going to let them sizzle away. So we're going to be adding some garlic granules to this. Now, this is the lazy version of garlic, which I love. I mean, this is a leftover dish. This is about laziness, this is about quick, this is fuss-free. So they're basically dried garlic, and I am obsessed with using them. And then we're gonna add in our brown rice. Just gonna pop it in the pan, which is gonna reheat it, but also get it absorbing that beautiful garlic, that spring onion flavor. We're going to move the rice just to the outside so that we can have a bit of space to crack our eggs into the middle to scramble them. We're going to pour some oil into the middle before we crack our eggs in. Scramble them together, and then we're just going to let those eggs cook almost through. Just before they cook through, we're going to add in that sweet corn, those peas, some tamari or soy sauce, just to kind of bring those flavors together. And that's it. So simple. Egg fried brown rice. Delicious, easy, and a great way to reuse that brown rice. The final recipe is pretty simple. Leftover stir fry. You got a whole heap of it, lots of vegetables, a little bit soggy, still delicious though. Whack it in a wrap. Perfect for like a lunchbox. You know, take it to work, take it to a picnic. You know, bring it to a friend's house for like a sleepover, whatever you're up to. We're just gonna chuck that leftover stir fry into one of the wraps. We're gonna make it a little bit more exciting. We're gonna add a drizzle of tahini on. Really nice sort of Middle Eastern flavors. A pinch of flaked almonds, some crunch, and a quick dash of chili sauce. That's it, so simple. Probably not a recipe, I don't think we'll quite make a book, but it is a great way of rethinking about a different way of having some of your leftovers, not wasting them, don't chuck them away, just reinvent them, make them a little bit more exciting so you don't have to have the same thing for dinner every night. Look at these dishes. If you give these a go, do let me know by hashtagging Madeline Shaw, give me a comment down below. Do not forget to subscribe because I've got tons of awesome videos coming your way. I'll see you next time. Bye.